Hey, good day to you. This is Todd. I'm a regular dude walking in the Word. We are going through Leviticus, and we are right now in the midst of the appointed festivals that God ordained for the people of Israel. And remember, these are given to help people remember the events that God did for them, okay? So the appointed festivals, this is part 3, and today we're talking about the celebration of first harvest, all right? So the thing is, like I have grown some tomatoes. It just kind of happened. I planted some seeds, and the plants grew, and then we were reaping tomatoes. And right now we're reaping tomatoes, and so I have a bunch of tomatoes in the house. And what I should have done, according to this, is given the first of that to God, and then also then do some sacrifices with that. And it was. Not because God was a greedy person, but because God deserves the first and the best, okay? And rather than like, oh, I got some leftover tomatoes at the end of the harvest, let me give that to God. No, we need to give the best, the first, to God. And so that's kind of the overlying principle here, is giving the first and the best to God. When I give my life to God, I'm giving my whole life to God. It's not just a part of it and so forth. I'm giving everything I have to God. So let's read here today. This is Celebration of First Harvest, and this is taken from Leviticus chapter 23, verses 9 through 14. And I'm reading from the New Living Translation here today. It says this: Then the Lord said to Moses, give the following instructions to the people of Israel. When you enter the land I am giving you, you harvest its first crops, bring the priest a bundle of grain from the first cutting of your grain harvest. Okay, so right when the first cutting that you get, bring it to the priest right away. All right. On the day after the Sabbath, the priest will lift it up before the Lord. So a little time will take place here, a few days, but not more than 7 days or 6 days, before the Lord, so it may be accepted on your behalf. On that same day you must sacrifice a 1-year-old male lamb with no defects as a burnt offering to the Lord. With it you must present a grain offering consisting of 4 quarts of choice flour moistened with olive oil. It will be a special gift, a pleasing aroma to the Lord. You must also offer 1 quart of wine as a liquid offering. Do not eat any of the bread or roasted grain or fresh kernels on that day until you bring the offering to your God. This is a permanent law for you, and it must be observed from generation to generation, wherever you live. So, and get this: when you brought that, you weren't supposed to be eating it, like especially not eating it on the way. Like, oh, you were bringing it to the priest, and you didn't eat any of that until you brought it to the priest and went through this ceremony with these sacrifices. And so not only were you given your first fruits that you had, but then you were doing these sacrifices and giving the lamb and the oil and the wine, all that stuff you were giving here. So it was like kind of a bonus thing. And like, I'm also giving this stuff too. So the big thing for us though is this, that God wants the first of what we have, and he wants the best of what we have. And it goes back to an episode I did just a few days ago, where it said, don't give God your junk, okay? Give God the best that you had. And that's kind of an overlying principle throughout the Bible here, is give God the best you have. So if I'm going to be leading a song, if I'm singing for God, I'm doing the best I can to sing for him. I'm not, let's say I'm going to do a song in church. I'm doing the best I can for it. I'm not like waking up that morning and picking out a song on the way to church and sing through it twice and go, okay, that's good. No, I'm going to be practicing that throughout the week to give my best to God. So whatever you do for God, give it your best. All right. Thanks for watching. I am a regular dude walking in the Word, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow as we continue our journey right here in the book of Leviticus. Lord's blessing. I will see you then. Hey, good day to you. This is Todd. I am a regular dude walking